Cool breeze of air, ice in my water and my thoughts is clear. Okay, patiently waiting, harvest season.
You guys have said us a lot of stuff about hip hop and where it's gone, and you said some bad stuff about it. Talk a little bit about what you guys are hearing right now and what you hate about it.
It's not so much that, I mean...
Did I just open a can of worms?
Yeah, you did, but okay. Alright, it's like this. It's a call to, when you're a musician, to do good music. And when you feel that you become so selfish or self-righteous, if that's the word to use, and you just go in the booth and say anything, like, you know, that's a problem, because you're not really thinking about the person that's going to buy your record. How does this record affect this person?
Mm-hmm.
And when you cast out your morals and just do anything in the booth, you know, it's a problem.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why hip-hop has been fought against so much, because, you know, there's no morals.
You know, I grew up on the East Coast, so hip-hop was a big part of my life. And, you know, as I grew up, it never grew up.
And it's sad, because when you really think about the people and what these mega corporations are doing to people, you know, the stuff that they promote, the stuff that they advertise to the people over music, it's sad the way these people are doing people. And when you look at it, it's like, wow, can we get some good music, please?
Well, it's a 7-course meal, and it's all dessert.
Yeah.
So people's teeth are rotten, man. People feeling sluggish, because it's all dessert. It's all candy. And I'm not saying you can't have your dessert. You can go out, party, celebrate, but that can't be your main point.
Music nowadays, I mean, kind of all around the board, is kind of empty. I was looking at the Grammys this year, and I'm gonna just be honest with you. It was like 2 or 3 hours. The Grammys should have actually only lasted like 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, in every genre, you know, like, it's trash, it's empty, and we might not have the best lyrics in the world. You know what I'm saying? The best flow. We might not have the best musicians, but I guarantee you, it's gonna touch somebody.
What are you guys listening to right now that's inspiring you?
I listen, personally, been listening to this artist. His name is Donnie. This nice artist, singer. I've been listening to a lot of gospel records.
I'm kind of all over the place. I don't even really listen to hip hop. If I do listen to hip hop, there's no lyrics. Like, I listen to instrumentals.
So you're hip hop and you don't even listen to it.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's the way you gotta be if you wanna move forward in your music and try to reach that point of innovation. You gotta put something else in. Otherwise, it's incestuous to just put in hip hop and then try to crank out hip hop, because then you're just gonna end up regurgitating whatever you put in. And so, I listen to a lot of folk music. One of my favorite artists now is this Irish folk singer named Fionn Reilly. He's just awesome to me. I love like old folk stuff, Paul Simon, Bob Dylan, another cat out of Sweden named The Tallest Man on Earth, and then a lot of indie rock, Rah Rah Riot, Broken Social Scene is like my favorite. The Microphones, so just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he like straight up being real, like, cause you know a lot of people perpetrate like, I don't listen to hip hop, you know, to try to be different. Like this cat over here, Saturday, like he don't listen, like he's anti. You know, well, he's not anti. You know, he listens to a lot of the older grooves and stuff like that, but he don't listen to it. Period. I listen to, you know, if I do listen to hip hop, it's like, you know, the older, like, you know, the mid 90s and stuff like that. But for the most part, I listen to a lot of old school gospel for that feeling, you know, because you got to understand that the music can't really hear it in the music that we listen to now.
Yeah.
But the greatest music and the greatest musicians and singers, they came from the church.
And you can hear it all. You can hear, if you really look at what we listen to, you can hear it all in our stuff. Like if you take a record like Never Lose, you got a breakbeat, that's hip hop. We was all raised, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s. That's hip hop. Then you got that organ that creeps in like a sermon, which is just nasty. And then you got that bass line that comes in. It's kind of funky. You know, it crawls up the scale sometimes. So it all fits. It always blends. It always finds the perfect spot.
And there's a sample in there from an old gospel record. I ain't gonna tell y'all which one. I ain't gonna tell y'all which one, but it's a sample from a gospel record.
Let's talk about the music video.
Went from hip hop to punk rock, stood up on the rooftop and hollered out all things south. I leave all the camouflage girls, caramel color candy box, Chevy steady, every heavy, melody, ready, listen, non-fiction. The portrait of the South painted pastel, winter coats and thrift store racks that never sell. Sunday evening revivals when sweaty services held and requests addressed to mighty Gabriel. They say you gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Your message is sharp and clear. Get out.
The producers were everybody.
Okay.
Everybody who had a wallet and $5 to spare. It was basically kind of dropped in our laps. We started off with kind of a mover and shaker here in the city of Dallas, and then when he fell off the project, it was kind of dumped in Jack and I's lap because Ben shipped back to Iraq. He deployed back to Iraq the day we started shooting. And so it was kind of up to me and Jack, and then just a few people we had helping out. So it was really, really makeshift, but it was a really good learning experience.
So two of you went to Iraq. You came back. Where is that in the music? Because I listened to all the songs and I'm looking for it. How has that come through?
I mean, it's not, you won't find it in there, but you and then again you do, because how to put it like this, it pushed us to get to this point.
My bad. We're just real quick. I think more than anything for these two, like they made it a point not to really be like, oh, I'm in Iraq and I'm rapping. I'm in Iraq. But I think it is in the music, but it's more about what they pulled out of Iraq in terms of themselves, like what it built them up to be in character.
I mean, Iraq, and the army and stuff is all through the music. Just the life lessons and stuff like that. Going over there, being open up to another culture, kind of open your mind up, and we kind of do that in our music. We kind of try to speak to everybody, not to just people where we grew up,
look like that.
and stuff like that. And it was a lot of frustrating times. A lot of those songs we wrote, I wrote, most of my parts, what I'm saying. Well, I wrote some of my parts in Iraq, but those experiences and life lessons are all through the music.
Yep.
We just didn't want to use us being in the army and being in Iraq as a gimmick. In our music, we talk about the stuff that you think about, when you at home, at the end of the day, nobody else is around, you looking in the mirror, and you thinking about all the messed up stuff you did or what you should have did, or like, man, I'm kind of stuck, man, I need to, grow up a little bit, I need to, all the insecurities and stuff, everything, all the real stuff, all the real life stuff, that's what we talk about.
Song for me, and song for you, and song for everybody too. Something to hold on to, hold on to, hold on.